What's good, fam? How's everybody doing? This is Jobs, and you are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only got one rule, and that's be respectful. So how you doing? All right. You know, I like to pretend somebody's actually answering, so I'm doing all right, though. Thanks for asking. And I'm just waiting on my esteemed co-host to call in, and I think this is Afi right here, so hold the line, and I take that back. I think this AJ. What's good, fam?
What's good, everybody? This is Afi. What's going on with y'all? What's poppin'?
You got a really horrible cold there.
What's going on, man? It's Brother Greg, man. Good evening, Jobs. How are you?
I'm here, bro. I'm here. How about yourself?
Yeah, man. I'm good. So, I'm good.
Like Sean used to say, I'm alive.
I was leaning towards that, but I was like, you know what? I'd keep it traditional. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, if you out there, Sean, man, hit us up, man. It's been a long time, bro. Hope you're all right.
Yeah, man. We're missing our girls, and Sean is included in that as well. Even though that's our homeboy, he's been missing in action for a minute. So if you're listening, or anybody get in contact with him, tell them to holler at us.
Facts. And we got a really in my opinion, a much needed show tonight. Because we was gonna talk about Tupac in the movie, and you and I definitely we already know we agree Tupac is the GOAT. But I got a call from Reesio. He wanted to talk about some things,
right?
Some things that I think that we can all agree on. And given the state of what's going on, what's been going on, you know, we had to get the brother on. So we'll try to come back to Tupac whenever we can, you know. But Tupac, I don't want to say it sound crass, right?
Yeah, it's always room for Tupac. You feel what I'm saying? We could definitely fill him in, more than likely at a later date. But you know, just like Jaws was hitting to, you know, the brother Reesio. You know, he hit us all up as well. You know what I mean? And I definitely feel as though the energy that he brings to the table, especially if you heard the last show that we did with him, is not only needed but warranted. And if you're under a rock or something, you have to be caught up on the certain and current issues that's been going on with us as a people. So it's definitely needed and necessary that we have him on the show. And I can't wait.
And me neither. And you know what? Lest we forget the greatness of Dr. Smalls, who should be tuning in about 8:00. And let me get Afi on before I do that right quick. I just want to let you know, if this is your first time listening in, typically for the first 10 or 15 minutes, realistically, we don't talk about much. You know, may talk about a current event, may talk about our day, may talk about the weather. Who knows? You know, but it's just give time to people.
We talk about your day.
Facts. You know, just give people time to call up. You know, we tend to be a little late. We appreciate that. You know, for radio shows. You know. But we appreciate that, and we acknowledge that, and that's why we take a couple minutes just to chill. I do have a song I wanted to play, too, before we really get jumping to. Let me get Afi on the line right quick. What's good?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey.
Nothing, just over here being a boss. You know what I do.
I like that.
Oh, and shout out to Revolutionary Mind Cinema, man. I cannot wait for Revolution of Exodus. Oh, and since I got a couple of people's attention, if you have not heard yet, you have not seen the flyer, or you have not seen a little video I put up, the Conscious Olympics will be dropping July 30th in Detroit, Michigan. We got tickets for the live stream. We got tickets to see it in person. And to purchase tickets is only $5. And all you have to do is go to www.consciousolympics.yapsody.com. I think I said that right. But like I say, I got the flyer up everywhere. And basically what it is, if you're unfamiliar, it's a game show about us and for us. We got Q Butter as a contestant. We got Minister Inky as a contestant. We got Asanori Bay as a contestant. And who am I missing? KT, the Arts Degree, as a contestant. We got the legendary Doggy Diamonds hosting. We got Brick the Foundation having his CD release party, and he will be performing as well. And My Skin is My Sin and Revolutionary Minds own will be not only making the trophy that we're going to give away, in addition to $500, I got to put that out there, but she'll also be giving away a copy of a print of one of her phenomenal paintings. So don't forget to check that out. It's only $5. Again, it is www.consciousolympics.yapsody.com. And I may have put a dot in front of Yapsody that I shouldn't have. My bad if I did. All right. So we only got 4 minutes.
Definitely.
The switchboard is kind of lighting up.
Right.
Salute to everybody that's tuned in. I want to get to the song right quick.
All right. So, okay. All right. Before we get to the song, I do want to say one thing. Let's not forget rest in peace to Prodigy as well.
Facts.
One of my all-time favorite artists. I know it sounds so cliche saying that he passed away, but me and Rome, shout out to the plug, we did a top 10 probably like last year, and I realized that he was in my top 10. Like, cause I had to name 10 people. That's very hard for me, so I just wanted to say rest in peace to him. Salute. Definitely a legend.
That's a fact. And I'm glad you brought that up. Good luck on catching that one. And when I want to jump into this King Nine joint, man. This King Nine versus America. Very, very, very dope video. Very dope song. And I'm not sure if it's true or not. How people post anything on the internet. I saw something that said that he was taken from us after he recorded the song. So if, in fact, that's true, my deepest condolences to your family. And if it is not true, I truly apologize for adding to the buffoonery. But on that note, let's get into this joint, and then I think Reesio will be calling up in a couple of minutes.
Say rest in peace to my constitutional rights as a man, to the common law of the land, and Sandy Bland. I'm from a nation that was greater than the one that I'm in. Two savages came along, cut the head off of the throne, cut the tongues, and they left the eyes in. So you can see that I've been spitting heat since 94 like Andre, boy, I've been a rising. After we finished with the money railroad and underground, bet we enterprising. And though the enterprises just started to show it ain't nothing new, we been demising. So many bodies piling up from crooked cops that when we died, ain't no sympathizing. We argue about who got solutions to the problem instead of solving them, we criticizing. I asked my youngin' in the hood what every nation got in common, he said niggas dying. Dang, if only I could say that he was lying. I'm seeing teddy bears and flowers pile up in the streets. I'm busy grinding, I ain't really got the time to sit and talk about these Twitter beefs. The most important thing I learned about the wars, once you started, it'll never cease. If we can't lay our heads without clutching the peace, then how the hell we supposed to rest in peace? Marching in millions in hopes of making a difference, still we end up getting reprimanded. And while the media's dumbing the story down, somebody else is getting Sandy Blanded. A damn shame how everybody love them animals, but look at what we do to people. Tell the truth, they probably kill me for this verse. I'm lucky if I get to shoot the sequel. Tell the truth, they probably kill me for why when I show them love, they respond with hating. When I say Black Lives Matter, why they arguing me down as if I was Satan. But don't let me say some shit by Taylor Swift, and God forbid I don't agree with Caitlyn. They blackball me from the game, I gotta find another way of bringing home the bacon. Now tell me what that say about the nation. My generation really could've took the world far, but we got children fighting after elementary to post it up on World Star. Estrogen levels so high that I seen a grown man keying up his girl's car. I stick my head up in the clouds and say, look at what they doing to this world, God. If men deserve to be referred to as the goddesses, guess we should call the girls gods. 1 out of 3 get murdered or get put in jail. I'm at the bottom of the world's eyes. And I'm from Philly where the cops will fuck you up, but it was worse when I was in the A. It's parts of Georgia where my color ain't allowed. They still celebrating nigga day. Prosecutors, corrupted judges, and coppers running churches hiding under sheets. And ain't nobody we can call, cause after all, they got police policing the police. They pull you over, we say rest in peace. After the march and everything will go right back to normal. They just passed a law that they don't need a warrant to come in your house and run up on you. You open up your mouth and talk about America, they turn it all around on you. And say if you don't like it, take your ass to Africa, that nation's been invaded too. So what's a modern day slave to do? Surrender.
Get out of the car now.
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to get me?
I said get out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended?
I'm giving you all I'm going to drag you out of here.
So you're going to drag me out of my car?
Get out of the car. I will light you up. Get out. Now.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to break my wrist.
Stop. Now. Stop it.
Stop resisting, man.
If you would stop, then I would tell you. Now stop. You get around. You are getting around. When you pull away from me, you're resisting arrest. Put your hand behind your
And I just wanted to say rest in peace, and I wanted to name just a few of our kings and queens that they have taken from us. Dontre Hamilton, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, John Crawford, Ezell Ford, Dante Parker, Tanisha Anderson, Akai Gurley, Rumaine Brisbane, I want to say Jeremy, and I do apologize for mispronouncing your name, Jeremy Reed, Tony Robinson, Philip White, Eric Harris, and I mean, I could be doing this probably until next month. I didn't even mention the decapitation of Jeremy Jackson. You know, so when I got the call from Reesio, I picked up the phone. If you're unfamiliar with Reesio Jones, the founder of the Knights of Atlanta, then get yourself familiar. On that note, man, we're gonna introduce the Get the King on the line right now. He's in the queue. And without further ado, Reesio Jones, what's good, fam?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. What's going on with you, man? You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm good, bro. Just maintaining, my brother. Maintaining.
All right, and I don't know if you remember AJ, brother Greg.
Oh man, we were good, man.
Added.
What's up, bro? Good to see. Good to holler at you again, big brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm marvelous, man. But you know, with these things going on, man, I'm heavy in the head, man.
Understood, bro.
Maintain.
You and I both. You and I both.
And I'd be remiss if I did not introduce Afi, the queen to the show.
Peace, Reesio.
Queen, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. As I said earlier, just maintain it, sweetie. Just maintain it.
That's what we got to do. That's all we can do right now.
That's it.
All right, so I know you got a lot on your chest that you want to talk about, bro. What's going on?
Bro, my brother, I'll tell you this, man. You know what? I ain't finna be long-winded. I'm going straight to the point. One of my brothers here in Clayton County, Georgia, this is just one incident now, to where the rabbit actually had the gun this time. He got attacked by 4 white dudes. Him and his wife, they were at a bar drinking and eating and stuff like that. These 4 drunk white boys tried him, jumped on him and his wife, okay? The brother had firearm, a pistol on him.
Right.
In the struggle, so he pulled out the pistol in front of the white boys and, you know, kind of warning them, back off. They attacked him anyway, tried to take the gun from him. Excuse me, the gun went off, killed one of the white boys, okay? He just happened to be an ex-police officer. Just out of the blue. So I think all of them were. So he killed a white police officer. Now, you heard about the stand your ground law, stuff like that.
Right.
George Zimmerman used it, got off. So many other white folks used this same law and got off, okay? So he wanted to use the stand your ground law here in Georgia, which is a legit and legal law. He was denied. He was denied the ability to use the stand your ground law because the judge said a few things. Because he said the gun went off unintentionally. Unintentionally now. He can't claim self-defense. That's what the judge said now. And because the judge said there's quoted words now. She said that you should have let the attackers beat you up a little bit more before you pulled your firearm. How stupid does that sound? That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love to hear your thoughts. And I say again.
What's his status now?
Oh, he's still locked
prison?
up, sir.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's locked up now. Yeah, he's locked up now. He has another court date on the 26th of this month, 9 a.m. down there at the Clayton County Justice Center, right there off of Tara Boulevard. Room 406. Bruh, everybody who's anybody should be there. Or even if you feel like you ain't nobody, but you still melanated, you need to be there, period.
All right. And before we go any further, I want to make sure. I know he's got some legal costs. Does he have a GoFundMe or if anybody wants to donate to assist in his defense, how can we do that?
Well, brother, I'm gonna tell you this. I have some sisters and brothers that reached out to me that requested it, asked, would it be a good idea to get him a GoFundMe page to pay for some of his legal costs? And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So to any queen out there that's listening now and you know how to set up a GoFundMe page, contact me. So I get you all his information, get you his name and everything, and we can set it up for him. This money ain't going to nobody but this brother here. Transparent as hell, Brother Joseph. You know what I mean? Super transparent, bro. Facts. You know what I mean?
What's the charge?
What was it? Oh man, there's a few charges. Look, let me before I start.
Was that the article? Was that the article that you posted on your page earlier, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Now, what's funny is that I'm sorry. What's that now?
Oh no, I'm about to just go look it up right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Alfie. Go ahead.
I was looking at the charge on his page. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. And just offhand, my guess would be some type of manslaughter.
Right.
They probably got him for a firearm and the commission of a felony.
Mm-hmm. Facing 15 years.
To answer your question, what it sounds like is I'm white and I say so. That's honestly what it sounds like. Under the state of white terrorism, there have been the rules into their favor and twisted however it feels to sound good to them.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but one thing I do want to salute you on is you got a lot of people basically understanding the situation that we're in right now, because every time I watch one of your videos, I get riled up. Like, even though I'm already on 10, I'll just 10 plus. You dig what I'm saying? So if anybody knows anything about this situation.
I'm reading the article, and I find it funny that the judge thought that he should use the gun as his last resort. But officers have like a variety of non-lethal options that they can use to subdue someone, and it seems like they always go. They have the time, mace, tasers, and they go for their gun, but no one says that to them. I think this is ridiculous.
Everything is reversal for black people. Police go to the gun as their first resort. The video dropped with Philando this week. He had his hand on his gun the whole time. But then they're telling this brother when he's surrounded by 4 of his white counterparts, he got to basically just wait till he's almost looking at the pearly gates.
Yeah, exactly.
He got to just lay there. That's.
I mean, at this point, like that's unfortunately just an expectation. Like, I am not surprised by anything that they do, say, or any justification that they attempt to make. You know, it's 2017, and literally the title of our show is The Decapitation of a Man.
Tell me about it.
Of Jeremy Jackson. In 2017, that's the type, you know, typing that in, and it just really hit me today, just looking at it. Like, that's embarrassing that's even a thought to have as a title, let alone the truth. You know,
man,
that was another reason why I wanted to do the show. We got to do something different. What we've been doing, you know, or a lot of us have been doing. Some of us haven't been doing anything, you know. But the strategy needs to change because this is fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Brother,
honestly, I feel
everything that we have tried thus far, as everyone knows, everything that we have tried thus far, aside from the obvious, has not been fucking working. Every single solitary thing you can throw at any of us that feel the same we do right here on this line has been tried for a damn near half a millennia. And that's the truth. And there has been no change. In fact, the shit has gotten worse. And the reason it's gotten so worse is because it's undercover now. And then, but now they've structured rules and ways to protect themselves from doing so. Mm-hmm. Now, our people being, listen, let me tell you something. I'm angry. Forgive me. I am fucking angry, man.
There's nothing to forgive. You should be.
Because our people have had every fucking opportunity to offset this. Hell, I'd just been awake damn near 3 years. That's it. Before, I was just like the rest of them. And maybe their time hasn't come yet to where they awaken, but this shit needs to happen fast because our numbers are fucking dwindling. They're murdering our folk. There are no repercussions for it, and only because we haven't offered the repercussions, period. Our people sitting by scared, afraid, the same fucking thing they did back in slavery. Killed the black man in front of the family to instill fear, and that fear was bred down from generation to fucking generation, and it's here now. It's showing up right now in this generation. But I declare right now, I don't know whose name I'm going to declare, but I'm going to tell you this now. There is no fear that dwells in me at all. There should be no fear. Fear has profited no one anything ever in life. Every great dynasty, every great civilization has had to go to war with someone to maintain their power or to overthrow another place they wanted to be. Now, aside from incriminating myself, I will say this. A different action needs to be implemented now.
Facts.
A different one.
We got a couple of callers too, Reesio. I hate to cut you off, but I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to read just the headline of this article I posted earlier today. And then I'm going to take a caller. I want y'all to think about this. And let me preface this by saying that I think we need to also upgrade how we view war. We've always viewed it in this myopic sense, and it's just tunnel vision as it has to be bullets and guns. Well, they have allowed, they have unknowingly given us other tools that we just have not caught up to yet. So I'm going to read this. Hacker angered by Yanez acquittal claims attack on the state. And I'm going to let y'all marinate on that. And I'm going to take a couple calls, and I'm going to
say that again. Say that again, bro.
There was a hacker, and I'm not sure exactly where the hacker is personally, but he hacked the state of Minnesota because he was upset that the cop got off in murdering Philando.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard, brother. That's a wonderful tool. That's a wonderful tool to walk that up, right?
We already we already know that white terrorism controls all 9 areas of activity. So if we're just thinking about war from one sense for real, then we're doomed from the beginning. It works from every angle, every single angle. You feel me? When the Haitians was taking their lands back and was fighting for theirs, they used everything that they had for them to their advantage. They knew the land better. They had in swamps. So we got to use what we're good at to our advantage.
That's right.
And what we're doing right now really isn't working.
No, it's not.
And I don't. We haven't broadened the scope of the warfare, and I think that would be the problem. And to address the people that we've all been brainwashed. Let's keep it a stack. For those people
that's how it was set up.
Not everybody is a frontline soldier. It doesn't devalue their contribution. Not at all.
Not at all.
But
we can do
they
something.
had a whole team
you know what I mean?
in World War II that spent night upon night, day upon day, just to crack a code. That code ended up allowing England and the U.S. and that quote unquote allies to win that war.
That's right.
We gotta start really realizing that every piece of the engine is important.
Definitely. Even cheerleaders get championship rings. Even cheerleaders. You dig what I'm saying? they get a ring too.
Really? They really get one?
Yeah, everybody gets a ring.
They really, everybody on the whole organization. We all eat. So
now, but let me get to these 2 callers, man. Because I want to make sure that we got a lot of people in the queue, and I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to speak their piece. So if y'all don't mind, indulge me for a second. I'm gonna take 9280 and then 0289. What's good, fam?
What's good, fam? Black Power, how you brothers doing tonight?
Black Power, brother. What's happening?
Peace.
And excuse me, if it's any sisters on the Black Power, y'all queens as well. I see y'all talking about the brother who was found decapitated tonight, right?
Correct.
And other terrorist incidents against our people. My name is Jesse Guyton. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see that people are keeping a light on this because it's dying down. It's dying down. I'm glad the brother still drumming the horn on it. But if I may, and forgive me if it sounds like I'm throwing a detour, but if I may, I'm familiar with that part of that. I'm familiar with that. I know some of the people, knew the brother and all that, and man, that's some street shit. You did. Not saying.
So hold on. If you don't mind, let me ask you this, brother. Like that area that you're talking about, where they found the brother, is it like, what's the racial climate around that? Is it majority black, mixed, majority white?
Yeah. Now Jackson, the thing about Jackson, it's like little Detroit. It's over 85% African, but most of the counties that's around it are predominantly, European.
Right.
That area where the brother, where they did our brother dirty, that was and I'm gonna get into who they was, but that area where they did that brother dirty, that's like in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Low income, working class Africans, on the west side. And now I know when I say it's a street shit, I ain't talking black on black. I'm talking about brown. You know what I'm saying? You got these. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
No, bro. Who? No. Wait. You say on some street shit. Who do you say did it, bro?
Man, them. The cartels. Just that's what they doing. You dig? And it was some of us involved. Some of our low life brothers they got working with them. You dig? Trying to I guess send a message.
Yeah, but I've read a bit of that around about I think MS-13s or whoever the group out there is supposed to be. when was the last time y'all saw a brother beheaded that even that had anything to do with gang violence? I mean, at some point, we're gonna have to stop, playing the obvious cards. And even if that is the case, it goes to show the lack of effort that will be put into a situation like that. So, at minimal, the community needs to be asking itself, okay, the people that is in charge to keep us secure, are they actually doing their job?
The answer is no. I definitely agree with you. I mean, I'm not making excuses. The brother needs justice because nothing that brother done he didn't deserve it. And we as Africans, we got to make an example out of anybody. White.
He had no connections to the cartel. So where does this theory of it being a Mexican cartel come from? He has no connection whatsoever.
It's multiple people involved, so it wasn't just him. He just had to get caught up. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm out here. I mean, I'm not throwing no theories out here.
And I don't want to argue with you and you on you there, but this was just my 2 cents on it.
Yes,
the dominant society is aware that they own the clock. They are aware that there's already tension between brown and black folks. I think their next goal is to ratchet up that tension and to ensure that brown and black folks is always beefing, so that even though as their numbers dwindle, their power won't, because we doing the job for them.
Come on now.
And now
that's just my 2 cents on it and how I look at it. I think that, and we kind of assisted in that because there have been some things done to our people from brown folks, and I'm sure at some point vice versa, somewhere in the country, that we can't seem to let go of.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, we already know these white folks are benefiting off of Mexican or brown people because some of them can classify themselves as white. But it's all under the same umbrella of the terrorist system. You dig what I'm saying? So basically.
But I don't want to hold up too much. I want to make sure we take full advantage of having Reesio on the show, too. I want to make sure I get to a couple of callers and get everybody, but I don't want the brother just sitting on his thumbs. We don't get Reesio on too often. I want to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here, bro.
Yeah,
I want to make sure you stay.
Yeah, most definitely.
I just want to say one more thing about it. You feel me? I don't care if it was, you feel me, suspected white supremacists, MS-13, the Smurfs. This is still a black issue.
Yes.
Period. Still a black issue. It doesn't matter if aliens came from Mars to do it. It's a black issue, and that's all I got to say.
It's unacceptable.
So deferring it to another angle or situation still doesn't matter. It's a black situation. And
facts.
That's my statement on that.
And I shall reiterate and salute to you, King, for calling up, man. And we here every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, I love the show, man. I'm gonna be promoting y'all because y'all like y'all say, y'all having hard. Y'all got more heart than more Negroes down here, so it's all love for sure. Black power.
No doubt, man.
Black power.
And let me get to one more caller. And make sure, please, just try to be brief. And not that brother wasn't. I just want to going forward. I usually try to put that out there earlier, but my apologies for not doing that. We're going to get to 0289 next, and if you do want to call in, you got a question or a comment, the number is 347-855-8692. You got to press 1 to get in the queue. So let's get to 0289 right quick. What's good, fam? You got a question or a comment?
Peace, family. Peace to all the brothers and sisters. I appreciate y'all taking time out of your schedules to get together and talk about the situation, and not just this situation, but other things that all our people are dealing with. And like the late Dr. Francis Cress Welsing said, it's not going to get solved until all eyes are on it. So, us taking our time out to place our minds on it and share ideas and topics, it's going to be ultimately beneficial down the road. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, so I'm in the heart of the Deep South, all the racism, all the everything that that we dealing with. But I think I got a kind of a good idea of what's going on, and I think that if we all put our heads together, and we already have the tools that we need to determine our own fate. We don't need any help. We don't need anybody to do anything for us because we can do it ourselves. Everywhere I go,
right.
I'm a mechanical engineer by trade, and I happen to work for a large multinational corporation. I just started my own corporation in December of 2016. But from the inside of the view, what I see, thank y'all. What I see is that you'll have these large corporations that are hiring black men, black women to come in and build their product for pennies. Now, I'm an engineer. I get paid $25 an hour. But the company charges $250 an hour for my labor. So what they're doing is they stealing resources through time to our people's work energy product, which is money. Anytime you hear work energy, think money, because it's the same thing. So what we're doing is allowing them to steal capital, we're allowing them to steal resources, we're allowing them to box us in with our own labor. So when we talk about warfare, we got to envision total warfare, not just where bullets and bombs and all this are flying. We need to think about that too. But we need to think about being on a total war footing where everything that we do is about our survival. And when we talk about our survival, we got to think what we're doing with our time. What are we investing in? When we go to work, we're investing in their time, their idea of what the world should be. We're using the resources that the earth has for everybody that basically build a racist system of white supremacy. We're helping them do it.
That's right.
As far as the brother being decapitated in Mississippi, I'm somewhat familiar with the area. I was coming from South Texas, and I think it was 2005, coming through a small city called Brandon, Mississippi. It's close to Jackson and all that. Ended up getting pulled over for nothing by a Brandon state trooper. He wants to search the car. Black guy in a new car. He wants to search the car. He take my money and my gun and took me to jail for what was it? Possession of a weapon with a drug trafficking, suspicion of a drug trafficking, some bullshit. It was $17,000 in my trunk. Yeah, he took my money and tried to say it was used. I got it from drug trafficking. I had to go to court to get my money back, but I had to go to jail too. He took me to jail. But in any case, when I found it out, I used a lawyer and a local lawyer and a bondsman at the time. But man, I had an occasion to hear a lot of stuff there about that particular area. And the white people from that area, they look at the Jackson area like it's a cage full of monkeys that they can just go. I'm serious. You wouldn't believe it. Like, Jackson's where all the black people are. So this is like
okay.
They talk about it like, hey, you want to hit somebody black, throw a rock in Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yep.
So I'm kind of familiar with the mindset that these people have, and I tell y'all what. I'm not scared of anybody, any man on 2 feet, any collection of men on 2 feet by myself. But brothers, we need to stick together because we all we got. We all we got. We will never do it if we don't work together. All this ego, all this anything else except for survival at this point is pointless.
Yes,
pointless.
Sir.
If we're not working together at this point, if we're not sticking together at this point, then we're losing. We're ultimately we're so far behind in the game. It's almost like we're not even in it. But at the same time,
and I don't want to cut you off, bro. But I want to make sure that everybody get a chance too, man. I hate to cut you off. I hate cutting people off, but sometimes I got you, man.
Hey, it's all right. Peace. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey, bro, listen. Brother, listen, before you get out, listen, reach out, bro. I'd like to talk to you if that's okay.
Peace. Will do.
All right, most definitely, bro.
All right, I'll talk to y'all.
No doubt, man. And that's definitely what we're here for. If you're rocking with Reesio, reach out to him, and trust me, I know how the brother is, so that's definitely not going to be problematic at all. But let me ask you this,
definitely.
man. Solutions wise, what are you thinking? What can we do differently?
It's listen. Let me shut up. Y'all go ahead, Queen Ashley.
Man, look, I don't have nothing but a violent answer. Nothing but a violent answer. So y'all can just go on to the next person.
Let's get past these questions here, bro. Everybody knows.
All right.
Everybody knows. Let me put it this way, because I think I know where you're going, and I'm gonna try to say it in a way that is delicate yet appreciable. I don't think that we have fully taken advantage collectively of some of the laws on the books in regards to our responses.
Agreed.
And I mean both. We could use a nationwide NRA, and I know we have pockets, but I don't see anything approaching that level of discipline and
where we need it to be, where it can
exactly responsiveness immediately.
Exactly, where it can reach out anywhere across the nation. You feel me? Because it's a couple grassroots black owned. I seen them before, black gun clubs or whatnot. I think the new Black Panthers got one deep down south, but we need one that's like with nationwide reach, pretty much.
And I would say I think we need to chill on the rhetoric.
Agreed.
I think that we are shooting ourselves. We have shot ourselves so much in the foot. We ain't got no toes. We ain't got no. We walking on ankles.
Agreed.
You know, and I get when people get so impassioned about what they have found out or what they know to be their truth. You have to remember that truth is, even though you can argue that with facts, at the end of the day, it's still subjective. You could have every book, every fact in the world, and there'll be somebody who just not rocking with that.
Right.
Choose the battles.
Especially with our people.
We battling over churches.
Yes.
Oh no, that's one thing I definitely. That's the farthest thing from my mind right now. I think a lot of people go through their phases of speaking about. You know what I mean. You feel me? They go through their stages, but at some point in time, you got to snap into it. Like, hold on, we in 2017 right now, and it's looking like 1956 out here. We got to get realistic.
I mean, my thing is, people's definition of what realistic is a little warped to me. If somebody goes and I've been saying this since we started the show. If you praying to a pink elephant, and that pink elephant makes you a better person, keep praying to that pink elephant, and I'm not gonna hate on you or the elephant. Exactly. I'm not praying to the pink elephant, but it works for you.
I don't if I feel as though people are letting that basically stop them from linking up as far as how we look and they're attacking how we look, then we gotta just push them to the side until they're ready for real, because their mind isn't even focused on what we're focusing on. I don't want to look to the left in the direction where they're looking at. I want to look forward where we're supposed to be looking at and on our common enemy right now, because they wage war against us. Some of us are just acting like we're not at war. Some people are at war with Kemet.
That we aren't. A war implies that there are two opponents. There isn't two opponents. There's one person with one system with a foot on everybody else's neck. That's not a war, bruh. It's getting your ass whooped.
Mm-hmm. Oh, however you want to. Well, we all see the same thing. We see the same thing.
It's essentially genocide. What is happening is a genocide that is being waged by so many different types of weapons that we can't stay focused. And on top of us not being able to stay focused on combating all of those weapons, we're fighting amongst each other. Now, I don't care what anyone believes in or prays to or, do your thing too, but I have a problem with it when it's keeping you from realizing what we need to do in fighting me at the same time. So I'm not one that can say, I don't care about your Christian beliefs, I don't care about your Islamic beliefs, I don't care about your Hebrew beliefs. Like, I can't be one of those people, because unfortunately, and I'm just speaking for myself, but a lot of people that I've ran into that are heavy into their beliefs, there's always some kind of barrier, because I am I am striving for one thing, and they are telling me why I should not be striving for that thing. Like I'm a separatist, for example. I don't know how many conversations I've had with someone that was Moorish, or Christian about why separatism is a foolish concept in these days. So if ultimately my goals don't match their goals, I really don't care what color you are. I'm not a kumbaya, we don't all hold hands and get along type of pro-black chick anyway. Some of us I can't get with, so it doesn't matter the tone of you might as well be one of them to me when that comes into play.
Right.
So
see, my thing about that is that we have too many goals. We have
but if our
basically
goals,
turned.
If our goals don't mirror each other, if our goals don't match, if they're not similar, then what am I working with you for?
I agree. I mean,
that's a wonderful. That's a great.
I'm at the point now, and excuse my language for real. I don't give a shit. I don't care
right.
if it's something right there that if it's some invisible barrier that you're putting up while you don't rock with me, then I'm just going to just keep it moving. I left that conversation back in 2014, 15.
Yeah, but this is turning into the problem.
Maybe with it in 16. It's done. I'm done with it. I don't care.
This whole conversation is the problem, though. Is that we keep saying I'm done with this person because they believe this or this is their, ideology.
I didn't say I was done with the person.
It's not what they believe. It's what they're doing. It's their actions. It's their goal. It's not what they believe.
Right.
I don't care what someone believes either. But if you telling me we need to do better with ourselves, and then white people won't treat us like that. We need to change ourselves, and then in turn the system will change. First of all, any dummy knows that the pieces don't change the system. The system has to change. But if you're telling me that, what do we need to keep communicating for?
Exactly, and that's why I mentioned that invisible barrier. That invisible barrier is something that some people put up that are so deep in how they believe that they're pushing you away first. They're actually pushing you away. If you don't rock with what I'm rocking with, then you're over here. It's not me initiating and stepping away, but why would I waste that precious time? Why?
Yeah. Because I want to make sure we get Reesio thoughts on this too, and I want to get to 5585, and then I chime in after Reesio.
All right.
Yeah, bro, I'm here.
I wanted to get your thoughts on the conversation.
The sister made great points, but all of you guys did. Like she said, what I gathered from everything that was said, that it's too many things that's really just separating us, period. Whether it be your belief system, whatever, who you pray to or whatever, if you don't rock with them like that, they can't fool with you. You know what I mean? That's what's going on out here with our people. And in my opinion, you know what? Let me not play holier than thou, because when I was not awakened, when I was asleep, guys, I was this way. You know what I mean? But I still put it like this. I had a supposed Christ love towards the sinner. I always hung around the underdogs. I always hung around those that weren't so popular, because I remember at a point in time, the way I was growing up or whatever, the way I was or whatever, I was always tried because I was different. I was different from all the other black kids in the school. You know what I'm saying? And I was tried all the time, and that can kind of mess with you a little bit. But as I got older, and things started to come into focus for me more and more and more, I'm like, okay, when I got into church, I was like, all right, yeah, we unequally yoked. That bullshit ass term that everybody throws out now and again. You know what I'm saying? We unequally yoked. How can cold and hot water dwell in the same fountain or some shit like that or whatever? But anyway, long story short, it is. Just because you believe something, it does not make you who you are. You can be a Christian, yes, that's your belief. That's your belief. That's not who you are, because as you're walking down the freaking street and let's say you in a group of a bunch of Christians, black Christians, and you're walking down a street going to witness to people and minister and all this other kind of stuff. If a white militia pull up and they powered up enough just to open fire on you, they are not going to see that you love Jesus. They ain't going to see that. All they're going to see is your color. That's all they're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
And what our people need to understand, just because you believe something, it doesn't make you who you are. If it makes you a better person, yes. But don't be so quick to identify with everything you believe. Learn who you are first before you adapt in a belief system, because you can lose you in doing so. We have forgotten who we are. We've forgotten, bro, we are warriors. We are descendants of such. A lot of our bloodline, guess where it comes from? Here. Our people were here before anybody was.
Yep.
When Christopher Columbus supposedly discovered this place in 1492, he wrote in his captain's log, the people here in this land resemble the people in Africa and the people in India. That's where they got the term Indian from. So a lot of us don't even know. A lot of our people originate here, not just from Africa. Not just I know I'm all over the gambit right now, bro, but I hope y'all are following what I'm saying. Don't let what you believe deter you from linking with your folk, because all this stuff, if it's man-made, it's corrupt, period. It can be corrupted. It's corruptible. And it can break down at any moment. But love for your folk, love for your people will never be destroyed, man, especially if you're serious about it, period.
Yeah. I just want to add one thing that you said, man. It was very deep for real. You said you're not what you believe. And that's so deep because a lot of people, the person that a lot of black people pray to is the same people that the Ku Klux Klan members pray to. So who's right and who's, you know what I'm...
Exactly.
You know, I just wanted to throw that in there.
And then so I'm supposed to worship. So I'm supposed to worship the same God that allows you to do my people the way you've been doing them for damn near half a millennium. But you worship the same God I worship. We call him the same name, Jesus. Not pointing anything out. Anyway, they claim to be Christians, whatever. I'm not serving that God. Let me tell you why. Because that love relationship is a little one-sided. He obviously loves you guys a little bit more than he loves us. So I have pushed myself away from that. So anyway, I'm free. I'm free of all this bull. And I'm finding my own way with the help of our Creator and or ancestors. Period. I'm still figuring that part out. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure that part out. I'm trying to master myself first before I can do anything with anybody else or any other deity or whatever. I want to master myself first, because mastery of self, that implies so much strength. Do you not agree?
I do. I definitely agree.
I agree that it implies strength. I don't agree that you have to. I do not agree that you have to do that before you can do anything with others. Because if you don't do that, you don't. It's a lifetime mastering self. That means that none of us will ever get anything done. You have to do. Well,
I tell you what. Let me tell you what I mean, sweetheart. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Like right now, and at most of the times in my life, I am full of rage. Literally. My stomach literally burns. It's a good feeling because I'm okay with it. I'm used to it. And there's something always, it's almost like something fills me up and it feels like it's about to bust out a lot of times. Okay? Mm-hmm. What I'm doing is learning to control that, because I know that once it comes out, it's a wrap. I ain't no big bad dude. I'm just 6 foot, 178 pounds. I'm a slim guy. You know what I'm saying? Slim, cut up dude. Well, I ain't no big old husky dude. But I will tell you this: when this monster break loose, because it's going to eventually, I'm going to allow him to be released. And once he is, it's a wrap, sister. It's a wrap. Now, I said all that to say this: mastery of self is important. I have learned to master this rage. That's what I want you to understand. And we have to learn to master what we feel. We have to learn to master it. In order for us to be effective, we cannot make decisions out of anger. And if we don't control that anger, we will never be fully effective as we want to be. That's what I mean by mastery of self. I'm learning that as we speak.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It didn't really have anything to do with the comment that I just made. The comment I just made was that if you work on mastery first before you work with others, you're going to be a lifetime without getting anything accomplished. So you have to do them simultaneously, and you have to know at what period which one takes precedence over the other. But there will be a time when you have to do them simultaneously, because you can't be active in your community and work on mastery of self. Well, no, you can't work on mastery of self and say that you must accomplish that first and be active in your community. You can't. You have to do them simultaneously. That's just the point that I was making. So.
Okay, now I did not hear that part. Forgive me. I think your phone cut out then, or either mine did. One of the two.
No, my phone didn't. My phone didn't cut out.
Hey, fam.
one over here.
And Rome, I'm gonna get to you in a second, bruh. I hate to keep the plug holding, but I'm gonna get to you right after this next call, man. I want to make sure we get to 5585 right quick. And before we do that, I want to let if people that do want to get in contact with you, King, how can they do that?
Oh, brother, I'd love to put my phone number out here on air, but I don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying?
You might want to sleep a little bit too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I'm just trying to I tell you what. I would offer an email address, but I don't check email. So hell, just hit me up on the inbox and we'll exchange numbers that way if we're interested. Yeah, if they're interested. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If you guys would like to link up with us and meet up with us or stuff like that, hey, reach me on, hit me on the inbox, let me know you're interested, and I'll give you my number. Hell, do I need to put it over this? Yeah. Is it safe to do it here?
Yeah. That's up to you.
It's up to you.
It don't matter. Listen,
anybody listening too, if you search the hashtag My Skin Is My Sin, just look up Joseph Boyd in one of the groups, and I'll plug you in too.
Okay. Do you think it's wise for me to? You think it's wise for me to have my number out over the air?
No. You know what? I'm
just going to
keep it 100. Just nah. You know what I mean?
Like it's not a good
there's
move.
other ways people can get in contact with you. You know what I mean? And then you can decide if you want to talk to them or not. You dig what I'm saying? So
man, they can inbox me on Facebook. They can inbox me on Instagram, and that's pretty much all the two I do, so to speak. Don't
forget the Knights of Atlanta website too.
Right, exactly. The Knights of Atlanta do have a website.
It's so crazy how you're just so willing to give out your number. That kind of leads me to this question I've been wanting to ask you this whole night.
Can we take a call before you do that, AJ?
It led right in so perfectly, but go ahead. You know what I mean? Definitely. You feel, let's get the callers on, and I will get to the question.
All right,
okay.
And we also got Dr. Small should be calling up shortly. Should be calling up shortly. I got you, Afi. I see it. Says she said he'll be calling up in a minute or two. So, and geez, I'm not sure who this. Boy, the switchboard just lighting up. Let me get to 5585 right quick, and I do apologize, 8130. It might be a minute. I know you've been on hold, but once we have both the Kings on the line, it's going to be a second before we take another call. And I do apologize before we do that. I want to let y'all know y'all tuned in to My Skin Is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From Goons to Gods, we welcome everyone. We only got one rule, and that's be respectful. The number is 347-855-8692. Press 1 if you want to get on air. Don't forget about the Conscious Olympics, July 30th. And I'm going to keep saying it every week until then. We're going to celebrate our intellectual greatness. It's a game show that we created for us and by us. We got to start thinking, not even thinking outside the box, just think outside the room that the box is in. You know, I'm not going to allow them to dictate our narrative. We can control that, or at least we can try. So, that being said, let me get to 5585 right quick, and then we'll keep on moving with the interview. Hello? 5585, what's good, fam?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
All right, yourself.
Really
what's going on?
I'm in California right now. It's hot as hell, and I don't want to take up too much time. My name is Reesio, and I got invited.
Your phone is breaking up a little bit, fam.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Breaking up a lot.
Oh, damn it. Hold on, sir.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, we
hello,
can hear
hello?
you now. Yeah, we can hear you,
good. Can you just...
Yeah, you having some difficulties out there, man.
In California, we all having difficulties all over the place. But yes, we are.
That's true.
What I wanted to say, though, is I'm just really grateful and honored to be talking with y'all, and I don't want to take up too much time. And I wanted to, as I was listening to this, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to speak on because there's, as y'all touched upon, there's so much complexity to this. It's easy to just go all over the place because there's so many angles. As the sister was talking about, you know, all of these weapons, it's 360 degrees. It's 360 degrees in every direction, the oppression. Economical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual. There's no allowance to which white supremacy does not fabricate the presence of itself and the presence of blackness, which it created in context to its whiteness. It's all set up. There is no freedom in this. There's no appeal to the master in this. There's not. And the thing I really wanted to speak on, though, is gaslighting. You know, out of all the topics, I felt like that was one I just wanted to interject into the soup of this conversation. Gaslighting being the, y'all know what that is? You all know gaslighting?
I have no clue.
Okay, we'll give you a real quick synopsis. It comes from an old play in which a man has determined that he's going to drive his wife insane so that he can take her fortune, so he can have her institutionalized. And this play was written in the days when they had gas lamps. They didn't have electricity yet. And so what he did is every night he started turning the lamps down a little bit, teeny little bit, barely perceptibly. And every time his wife would comment on it, she'd say, hey, I feel like it's getting dim in here. He'd say, honey, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It's perfectly fine. He would do that until it got darker and darker and darker until she started questioning her own sanity. Yes. Hello?
I hate to break it to you, but I gotta interrupt you, man. We got Dr. Smalls in the queue, so I don't want to keep.
Thank you for having me on. Don't let anybody tell you this shit isn't real, though. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you this shit isn't real. No white person, nobody. This is what you talk about is real. Everything y'all saying. Thank you for having me on.
I already know that. Thank you for calling up, man. We on every Thursday, 7 to 9, bro. Tune in with us.
Blessings.